Hey guys, it's Anvia. Okay, so today I have a question for you guys. What is dating anymore? Seriously, I'm so confused. So I had a guy who was my friend, like we were good friends, and then he told somebody that we were dating, and I was like, that's news. I had no idea he thought we were dating. I had no clue that that was where he thought we were at. We didn't hold hands, we didn't kiss, and we never said we were dating. So I don't know how he came up with that assumption that we were, but apparently we were. And then when I kind of was like, hey bud, let's have a discussion because I think we're on two different pages, he completely lost it and he was, you're leading me on, you lied to me about how you felt, and I could not understand why. So this is not the first time this has happened to me. Let me tell you guys, I've had many a men tell me that I have led them on and that I have been an awful human being, that I was a slut, a whore, a ding-dong. No one's called me I haven't really been called a ding-dong, but it was what came to my mind, so there's that. Don't want to lie to you guys. But everybody that I have talked to that has said this, I need to be very explicit in this point. We have never once said we were dating. Ever. There was not that discussion that came in. So I'm confused about where it is dating and where you're hanging out. Like, what is this world, okay? I don't get it. I'm 23 years old, okay? I've had 2 serious boyfriends in my life. Shout out Cody, Chris, you guys are pretty cool. But that's it, okay? I haven't dated anyone else. I would not consider it dating any of the other gentlemen that I have gone on a date with. One, not dating. It was a one-time thing, and then I was like, this did not work for me. I've tried Tinder, okay? I'm not good at it. I'm gonna be honest with you, Tinder's not my thing. That's embarrassing for me. I am a disaster, and I don't know how to Tinder. Okay, apparently it's not for what I thought it was. It's for a little ding dong, the witch is dead. And I had no idea. I actually thought Tinder was for friends, making friends, and I was wrong. I was gut-wrenchingly wrong. So I learned that the hard way. Back to my point. These gentlemen that have called me a whore and a slut and some awful names, every single one of them thought we were dating when we weren't. And now I'm so confused because now it's happened to me. It's been the reverse role where I've thought I was dating someone and then I found out we weren't dating, and then I was like, oh, okay, you know what, that's fair. Like, I didn't ask, totally fine. I'll put it back on me, that's okay. But then they get mad at me and then they don't want to talk to me anymore, and then boom, there goes a friendship. And I'm getting confused, let me tell you. I have dated, like I said, 2 boys, men, gentlemen, whatever, they were great. I adored them both, they were awesome. I'm actually still good friends with one of them, Chris. So if you see this, I have nothing but good things to say about you, except for how we broke up. You'll hear about that later. It was clear that we were dating because we had the discussion, hey, what are we and are we dating? Which in all honesty, that was a discussion I needed to have. I would not have known otherwise. So that to me is dating, okay? We were exclusively only seeing each other. We were together for, each one was over 8-ish months. It was a while. For me it was a while. I know other people date for way longer. That's not what happened with me, but that's fine. But I just don't know anymore what dating is, and I'm getting so confused, and I don't even want to try it. Like, I have been avoiding it like the plague. Like, it's scary to me, okay? I don't know what I'm getting into when I go and hang out with somebody, because are we actually hanging out? Like, why do they call it hanging out every time if you're not just hanging out? I assume I'm hanging out with you. When you say, hey Anvia, do you want to hang out? I'm like, yeah, I do. Let's go see a movie. And then I get these weird messages like, do you want to Netflix and chill? And I'm like, that is not what I thought we were doing. And now I'm confused. And then I just leave, to be honest with you, because I don't know what to do at that point, and I don't want to call anyone out that might be watching this video. I don't want to make you guys feel weird or anything like that. But y'all need to learn, okay? If you want to be something with someone, whatever that may be, if you want to be friends with benefits, if you want to be like, I don't know, that's the only other option I have besides dating. Or if you want to be just friends, whatever it is, just make your intentions clear from the start. Because I cannot tell you how many girls I've talked to that are confused about this. And not even just girls, how many guys I've talked to that are confused about this. And sometimes it's very misleading because, and I get in trouble for this a lot, sometimes people take being polite and being kind as you flirting, which is not the case 98% of the time with me. If I'm flirting with you, you'll know, because it's gonna be uncomfortable. It's gonna be weird, okay? We're both gonna be like, I wish she wasn't doing this right now, but I won't be able to stop. It's gonna get messed up in here. And you know what? Maybe it's gonna work out, maybe it isn't, but you will know, okay? You're not gonna walk away thinking, okay, she definitely just wants to be friends with me. You're gonna walk away thinking, oh my god, that weirdo has a huge thing on for me. Thing on for me? Thing for me, okay? And I probably do. Whatever. You're probably good looking. You're probably funny. That's probably enough for me. That is enough for me, actually. If you're good looking and funny, let me know, guys. But I don't like how things are going today. In this world, I don't like that people aren't really dating. And I know it's a relative term, it's how you perceive it, but I really think that dating should be dating. And if you want to date someone, you should say it. I'm sick of this casual world where girls and guys don't know where they're at. I mean, honestly, if you're comfortable being friends with benefits, rock on. Like, that's awesome. You go, girl, you go, boy, whatever it is, that's killer. Do it, do you, be happy. And if you don't want to be in a relationship at all, that's okay too, that's totally fine. If you're more comfortable alone, that's okay. I'm not here to say what's right and what's wrong for you personally. But for me, I am confused. I just don't understand. And I wish people were honest with their intentions from the start. Because I never know what I'm getting into anymore. And that is why I have stepped out of this world. I don't know. And for a while, after my last boyfriend and I broke up, people were a little concerned that I just was totally out. I didn't want to date. I didn't want anything. I didn't want anything to do with love. I didn't want anything to do with heartbreak. Nothing. But that was not the case at all. It was just that him and I were so straightforward from the start. It was like, man, I like you. I like you. Do you want to date? Yes. What are we? Boyfriend and girlfriend? Yes. And it was awesome. That was easy. But it's not so easy today, and I'm really not working well with it. So I think that is my biggest problem, is what is dating? I just don't know, and I want to. So if you guys have any idea, and what do you consider dating? Am I the crazy one? You can tell me. It's okay. I've been called crazy before. I've been called much worse, as we have discussed already. So I want you guys to let me know what you consider dating. And let me know if you think that we're in like a weird place right now, because I do. I really do think that we need to have some form of discussion with each other to figure out, like, what is this world? What is dating? What are relationships anymore? I mean, I would love to go on a date, but I need to know it's a date. That's important, or else I'm a fool, okay? I'm naturally weird. I'm naturally not normal. I come across very strange sometimes, and I'm very self-aware of that. But I don't know what to do when you go out hanging out with someone and you're being your weird self and you're being what you think is funny, and then they're like, you're acting really strange on this date, is everything okay? And you're like, date. You said the D word? And then you're like, it kind of like all clicks in and you, oh my god, I was so weird. And then you start like self-reflecting and it's a bad time. Or when you think you're on a date, so you're acting all proper and all cute, and then he's like, oh my god, so I'm seeing this girl Shauna and she is to die for, and then you're kind of like heartbroken for a second and you're like, I thought he was the one, and you've already planned out like your wedding and what you were gonna do on your next date. And if that's not anyone else and that's just me, then don't tell me. Please don't tell me, because I've been living by that for a while. So seriously though, you see like a cute boy walk down the street and you cannot tell me that none of you have done this, and you see him and you're like, oh my gosh, he's gonna stop and he's gonna ask me out and we're gonna have this really great love story, and it's gonna be so sweet because when we move into our first apartment together and we have our jaw, and then you stop yourself and you're like, I've gone too far. I have gone too far. And he's like 3 miles down and you're still standing in the same place drooling. Seriously, not just me, right? Okay. But I really do need to know what dating is these days. And I need to know ASAP. Because when I move to Vancouver, I would like to get a date. Just one, maybe 2. I want to know, and I will actually, if I do get a date, I will document it for you guys. The next date I go on, and I will tell him before I do it so that he is not like, this girl is crazy. This girl is crazy. I will document it and I will give you guys the update on what had happened on my next date. Because I don't think I have been officially asked on a real date in a very long time. And a lot of it does stem from the fact that, like, since I decided I was moving, I haven't wanted to date anybody. I've been very clear that the reason I am not going out with these people is because I am moving. That's nothing against them. That's not. I mean, but prior to that, prior to the last couple months, I've not been asked out at all. But, I mean, I don't know, I'm curious to see if it's just me or if, like, you guys actually have experienced this too, where you've been just so confused. And if you have, let me know. Like, I want to know what situations have happened to you guys where you've had to stop and be like, date? Or date? I'm so curious. Also, what works best for you guys? Do you guys prefer the friends with benefits? Do you guys prefer the relationship? Do you prefer nothing? Like, let me know. And let's talk about this and see if we can figure something out. Because, oh my Lanta, I am lost. Okay, thank you guys. Let me know what you think and we will talk soon. Bye!